Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this right now. This will happen in your house tonight. You always skip this. Don't hurt God by skipping this. Archangel Michael says, a movement in the unseen has just crossed into your home's atmosphere. It is not here by coincidence, and it did not arrive without a mission. Something had been hovering, and tonight, it intends to step fully into your space. You've been noticing slight changes in your surrounding shadows moving, a chill that brushes past when no window is open, and your name whispered when you're alone. These are not just sensations. They are signals, and tonight, one of them will manifest physically. What has been silent for so long is preparing to reveal itself through someone who recently entered your house. This person came with a smile, but they left an energy behind that now lingers like a fingerprint in your room. That fingerprint is not just spiritual, it is a trigger for what's about to happen tonight. Tonight, the door you believe is always locked may open without a key. You may hear footsteps not from this world. That sound will not come from the floor, it will echo inside your chest like thunder, because something is about to confront you. Tap Amen to get blessing 333. There is a woman whose energy keeps getting stronger every time you ignore the signs. She spoke your name while holding something that belonged to you. Your lips formed your name, but her heart meant control. She left something beneath your furniture the last time she visited. It looked like nothing but spiritually is pulsing. That item is triggering the portal that's going to activate at exactly midnight. Comment I believe, and I break it if you've been feeling uneasy in your sleep recently. Someone is visiting your dreams to watch what you do in your waking life. You are not imagining those repeating dreams. They are surveillance. And tonight, the boundary between dream and waking is going to blur in a frightening way. Tap Amen to get blessing 717. Archangel Michael says, the warning was already sent 3 times, but each time you thought it was just another coincidence. This is not a coincidence. This is your final alert before something tries to enter you through fear. Tonight, the smell of something burning may come, but you will find no fire. That is not a warning, it is a sign that something spiritual is being sacrificed. And your name was whispered during the ritual. They have done this once before, and it delayed your blessings by months. This time, it won't just delay, it will try to drain. But not your body. It's coming for the one thing you always protect. Your voice. Your decisions. Your alignment. They are after your inner authority. And they are using someone inside your house to do it, someone who recently borrowed something that belongs to you. Type Amen to get blessing 444. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. That borrowed item became a vessel. When they returned it, something new came with it. That is why you've been feeling slightly off since that day. The energy will attempt to peak tonight. It needs darkness, silence, and you to be unaware. But now that you're reading this, awareness is already collapsing its strategy. Comment I reject what's not mine if you've recently felt more tired than usual. The tiredness isn't from your schedule, it's from the warfare around you that you couldn't see until now. The moment you speak against it, you weaken it. And the moment you invite angelic reinforcement, it begins to reverse. Type Amen to get blessing 888. They placed a mirror at the wrong angle for a reason. Mirrors reflect more than faces, they reflect intentions, secrets, and entryways. The one in your room has become a silent observer. Tonight, it may show something not standing behind you but standing beside your reflection. Do not panic. That moment is a gateway for you to cast it out once and for all. You must declare with authority, you have no permission here. Your voice, when aware, carries power beyond what the enemy expected. Archangel Michael says, your house is under divine scan. Everything not meant for you will be identified and removed, but only if you respond. Not ignore. Type Amen to get blessing 292. You will hear a knock tonight that doesn't come from the door. It may sound like it's coming from your walls or ceiling. That knock is the signal that the spiritual presence is testing your awareness. If you ignore it again like before, it will shift closer. If you speak against it, it will recoil. Your response decides if this energy finds a foothold or loses its grip. The one who triggered this energy may not even know they were used. That's how sneaking is spiritual interference as it enters through the unsuspecting to reach the chosen. Comment no access granted if you feel you've given someone too much trust recently. That trust may have been the channel used to enter your space. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Your dreams have shown things fall in glass, photographs, or even people. Those dreams aren't symbolic, they are warnings. What is about to fall tonight is spiritual armor, unless you reinforce it now. You have already been targeted by someone who pretends to admire you. Their thoughts carry envy disguised as curiosity, and it's been building for weeks. That person recently complimented your home or your energy, but beneath their words they carried dissatisfaction and silent curses. The moment they stepped into your doorway, they triggered a countdown. Tonight, it completes unless broken. Type Amen to get blessing 119. There's a sound that's been repeating, a creak, a ticking, or a tapping. It's not just a sound, it's a spiritual announcement. These sounds are echoes of something trying to anchor itself in your environment, and it's always louder right before midnight. Tonight, the sound will pause suddenly, and then start again at a different place. That's your sign to take authority and cancel its plan. Archangel Michael says, he has assigned a warrior angel to the corner of your room tonight. But your mouth must agree with heaven to unlock its power. Type Amen to get blessing 635. There's a dark cloth in your house you've kept without thinking. It holds energy. The person who gave it to you was in a bad space spiritually. That cloth is a carrier. And tonight, it will become a magnet. It doesn't matter how small or folded it is. It only matters that it's still inside your space when the clock hits the 13th minute of midnight. Comment I cleanse my space now if you're ready to reset your environment and authority. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You may notice something fall without being touched. That fall will happen because an angelic force has pushed out what was hiding. You won't see the force, but you'll hear its proof. A book, a candle, or a key may fall at the exact moment. That's the signal to get up and speak boldly. Don't wait until morning. The angel who stands guard tonight needs your agreement. That agreement opens the gate for heavenly cleansing. Type Amen to get blessing 313. Archangel Michael says, this is not just a visitation, it's an extraction. Your name was placed on a list by someone in jealousy. That list has spiritual consequences. Someone who knew your habits tried to interfere with your progress by placing your name in a jar, box, or written paper. That writing is meant to spiritually tie your path. But that tie will snap tonight if you're aware. If you respond tonight with declaration and cleansing, your path will begin to open within 3 days. Type Amen to get blessing 616. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. Something may try to distract you when the hour arrives. A phone call, a sound outside, or a message that feels urgent. Don't answer. That's part of the interference. Your attention is the battlefield. Where you look, what you say, and how you feel will direct the power tonight. The moment your attention is hijacked, the enemy plants its seed. But when you remain alert, its entire plan collapses. Comment: my spirit is alert if you refuse to sleep on this warning. Type Amen to get blessing 999. There is a paper or letter in your home that has negative energy tied to it. You may not remember it, but it was kept after a disappointing moment. That paper carries words, and words carry power. The night, it acts like a spiritual anchor. You must find it and either burn it or throw it far away. Keep nothing that was birthed from betrayal or disappointment. This item may seem innocent, but it's one of the strongest conductors in your house tonight. Type Amen to get blessing 828. They use your full name when they cast that energy. That's why you've been feeling off at certain hours of the night. It wasn't random. They tried to freeze your influence and your momentum by locking your name into a specific chant. But tonight, heaven is unlocking what they tried to seal. You will feel a heaviness lift suddenly. That lifting is not imagination. It is real, and it is victory. Type Amen to get blessing 454. Your light flickering was not just electrical. That was the moment the spirit tried to anchor. It's using vibration to test the boundaries of your space. But every flicker is a sign of instability. It means it hasn't succeeded yet, so you still have time. But only if you don't ignore this message. Archangel Michael says, your yes to this message is your shield tonight. Respond with clarity. Speak with boldness. Type Amen to get blessing 303. A mirror might seem calm now, but after midnight, a shift will happen in its reflection. You might glance and see a flicker that doesn't match your real-time movement. That isn't a trick. It's a warning that the spirit trying to pass through has failed once but is trying again. They are persistent because your light frustrates their mission. You have unknowingly blocked their plans for others simply by being present. This energy sees you as a barrier, and tonight it's determined to push you into spiritual exhaustion. But your awareness turns the battle. The moment you recognize the signs and speak out loud, the enemy's grip begins to loosen. They cannot operate in the space where truth is declared. Type Amen to get blessing 747. A crack in the wall or a specific tile in your home holds energy from the past. It was created or broken during a time of heavy conflict or emotion. That physical crack became a gateway. What tries to come tonight is attempting to enter through that fracture. it uses memory and energy residue to pass into the now. You need to speak blessing over every break, every corner, every forgotten space in your home. Call your light back. Seal the gate with your words. Comment I close every gateway to start shifting the energy of your space. Type Amen to get blessing 505. You've been feeling someone's energy hovering around your sleep, especially during the early hours. It's the presence of someone who's still alive but thinking of you obsessively. That obsessive energy can summon spiritual cords. Those cords feed off your energy when you're unaware. And that's why you've been waking up drained, even after rest. Tonight they will try again, but they will be met with fire if you declare disconnection. You must say, I disconnect all cords that are not divine. Archangel Michael says your words tonight are your sword. Speak them and seal your atmosphere. Type Amen to get blessing 363. Do not be surprised if you see something move in your peripheral vision. It's not paranoia, it's exposure. The spirit was hoping to remain hidden. But your spirit is now too alert. They will attempt to mask themselves in silence and familiarity. That's why it may mimic voices, feelings, or presences you once knew. But once you name it and reject it, it can no longer stay. You must say, no impersonator has permission in my life or space. Say this as you walk your room tonight. Say it with command. Say it as one who has heaven behind them. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Your feet may feel cold tonight even if the room is warm. It is a sign of spiritual presence circling your foundation. It's trying to weaken the root. But your root is tied to the heavens. And anything not rooted in light will fall away by midnight. The only thing it needs from you is agreement. Say it now. I am covered. I am sealed. I am not available to the enemy. Say it until your atmosphere feels shifted. Say it until your breath feels full again. Type Amen to get blessing 282. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Someone who looked into your eyes recently was trying to access more than your kindness. They were trying to read your weakness. They carried the energy of monitoring spirits. Their glance left a residue. And that residue activates at night, especially when you replay that interaction in your mind. Don't play it again. Replace it with affirmation and angelic decrees. Declare. No monitor may observe me. I am hidden under divine light. Comment I block spiritual monitors to shut down this access point. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Your house isn't just a building. It's a spiritual stronghold. And that's why it's under attack. What happens tonight is not to scare you. It is to expose what's been hiding. The spirit that tried to dwell is about to be expelled. You have authority. You have divine backing. Archangel Michael says, when you wake up and speak out loud, it shakes the realm where this energy is hiding. So do not be silent. Type Amen to get blessing 181. They didn't want you to see this message. That's why your mind tried to skip it. That's why distractions showed up. But you opened it. And now you are already disrupting what was meant to harm you. Tonight's energy will try one last time. It will attempt to enter through sound memory or shadow. But you already have the weapon. Awareness. You sit. Walk in your home. Speak life. Type Amen to get blessing 838. There may be a flicker of electricity just before the hour strikes. That flicker isn't just a surge. It's an atmospheric shake. What they meant to silently enter will now be disrupted. But only if your space is active with light, physical or spiritual. Turn on a light. Play a sound of truth. Cleanse with words. They only enter where it's silent and dark. Your voice and your faith are the eviction notice. Type Amen to get blessing 393. You are being protected by forces that don't sleep. But protection also requires participation. Speak tonight. Act tonight. Don't delay it again like before. A delay allowed interference. It's time. It must be different. Comment I participate in my protection if you're committed to disrupting darkness with action. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Every time you feel that chill, say this. I see you. I do not fear you. You must leave. That phrase breaks through unseen barriers. It removes the mask of spiritual interference. The angelic realm is listening to how you respond. Your response activates more than you realize. Your house will feel different when the declaration is done. Type Amen to get blessing 202. Tonight may be the last time this spirit attempts to enter. If it fails, it will be forced to return to the one who sent it. Yes, someone sent it. But they won't expect it to backfire. You will hear news of their unrest. You will notice their confusion. That is proof their plan failed. Archangel Michael says heaven is turning the weapon back toward its creator. Stay alert. Stay firm. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The place in your house where you often feel uneasy, that is the meeting point. That is where the confrontation will try to happen. Stand in that space before midnight. Speak light. Breathe deeply. Say, you cannot enter where I stand, my presence is shielded. My home is mine. Say it until the atmosphere shifts. Say it until your spirit feels at peace. Type Amen to get blessing 626. They saw your joy and couldn't stand it, they watched your rising and wanted it halted. But what they didn't know is your resilience was divine. You don't break. You transform. You are protected. You are preserved. You are powerful even in silence. Comment I carry unshakable light if this word found you in time. Type Amen to get blessing 919. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $1.20. The countdown ends tonight, but your clarity begins. Watch how the air shifts. Feel how your room responds. You may dream vividly after this message. Don't ignore it. Write it down. A dream will carry instructions. A face will be revealed. A plan will be shown. This is not fear. This is freedom arriving. Type Amen to get blessing 313. The air will feel lighter after the hour passes, but not because it's over. It will feel lighter because something heavy will have been removed. That release is the sign that the spirit no longer has permission to stay. A presence was circling for weeks, hiding behind routine and silence. But tonight, it will try one final time to sip in undetected. It waits for vulnerability and open door. A forgotten word. Or delayed response. But your awareness has ruined its plan. The moment you opened this message, the chain it was relying on snapped in the spirit realm. Now, its desperate and desperate spirits act recklessly. Type Amen to get blessing 343. Be aware of the sudden urge to open a specific drawer, box, or folder tonight. That object holds an energy tied to someone from your past. That person didn't leave your life cleanly. They left a spiritual trace. The item was once filled with good memories, but time shifted the energy. Now it holds a tension you didn't notice until now. Tonight, it will try to pull your attention back. Don't let it. Either discard it or cleanse it, speak over it. Your energy is no longer part of my story. Type Amen to get blessing 202. Archangel Michael says, this will be the night the Watchers lose their post. A spiritual assignment to monitor you is being revoked. What was sent to spy will return blind and powerless. You may feel dizzied briefly as it detaches. A dizziness isn't sickness, it's detachment from a spiritual grip. That grip was tethering your creativity and peace. Tonight you must proclaim both. Speak. My mind is whole. My vision is cleared. My peace is restored. Comment I reclaim all that was taken from me. If this resonates deep within your spirit, type Amen to get blessing 414. Something you were gifted holds more than a physical form. It carries residue from the hands that gave it, and those hands were not clean in spirit. That object has been quietly influencing your rest. Its placement in your space acts like a battery that charges spiritual unrest. Deny. Find it. Dress your first instinct. You'll know it's the right item by how quickly your skin reacts. Or your mood shifts when you touch it. Remove it, declaring, you have no place here. Type Amen to get blessing 818. If a flickering light returns again tonight, take it seriously. It's not faulty, it's a flare from the unseen. Every flicker is a pulse from the realm trying to cross into yours. They operate in static and silence. But your voice breaks that silence. Every word you speak in clarity is a code that blocks the enemy. Say. You cannot cloak yourself here. My home is sealed in divine energy. Your command becomes low in the spiritual realm when spoken in awareness. Type Amen to get blessing 373. A clock in your house may slow or glitch. Time is a spiritual battlefield too. Interference loves to delay destiny by disrupting flow. When you notice time glitching, respond. Don't just reset the device. Reset the atmosphere. Say, no manipulation of time or progress shall affect my home. Time is returning to your favor. Delays are breaking, the divine clock is striking again in your name. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Tonight, you may hear a voice, but it won't be yours. It won't be in your head either. It will echo faintly from a direction that doesn't make sense. That is not imagination. That is a vile spiritual attempt to mimic truth. But it cannot copy divine power. You must reply in authority. Your voice has no access here. I speak with the sound of light. When you say that, the false signal breaks. Type Amen to get blessing 252. Do not ignore the temperature change around your body when you enter a certain room tonight. The warmth or chill is not about the weather. It's about presence. Your body reacts faster than your mind. Trust what you feel when your skin prickles or you shiver for no reason. Stand firm and say, I fill this space with divine presence. No energy can remain unless it is aligned with light. Your words will spread like all across the floor, locking out anything dark. Type Amen to get blessing 606. Archangel Michael says, someone has mentioned your name today with intention, not praise. They were stirring something in the unseen, hoping to see a reaction in your reality. What they don't know is you are surrounded. Their words reach your energy, but your energy reach heaven first. So tonight, heaven is answering for you. Your silence will speak louder than their actions. Type Amen to get blessing 161. They are watching your steps on screens in thoughts, in spirit. But they cannot reach your essence. They've tried to replicate you, even study you, but what you carry is coded. It cannot be stolen. It cannot be replaced. The moment you remembered your value, their weapons lost aim. Comment I am protected by divine design to confirm your identity is untouchable. Type Amen to get blessing 595. A candle might flicker on its own. That flicker is not wind. It's a response to spiritual presence. The flame dances in reaction to what enters and leaves the room. If it grows still quickly, peace has arrived. If it jerks erratically, the atmosphere is unsettled. Speak over the fire. Say, this light speaks for me. Peace belongs here. The elements obey those who walk in awareness. Type Amen to get blessing 424. This is your moment of disruption. What they plan will not stick. What they threw spiritually is being sent back. You'll hear of their confusion, you'll feel a burden lift. Something will feel lighter. Even if nothing looks different yet, that is how you will know. The shift doesn't begin with vision. It begins with energy. Type Amen to get blessing 141. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks. With contributions of up to $1.20. When you lie down tonight, don't sleep right away, take a moment. Cover your space. Say, no entrance permitted, no shadows permitted. Holy light is allowed where I rest. Then breathe deeply and let your spirit rest in divine shield. The rest that follows will be deeper than any you've had in weeks. Type Amen to get blessing 999.